I see we've got quite a small crowd this evening. Yes, we did have to move the training because Richard and myself, we were kind of traveling today. So that means there's just more of us here this evening. So we can actually, it's a little bit different being a blast session. So hopefully you guys can see my screen in 10 seconds. Okay, there we go. So basically, we just want to quickly check with you guys. Did you manage to attend any of the webinars or did you manage to go through the recording? So please use the chat and just post in yes or no. We just want to quickly check to see where you guys are at. And then what we're going to do is we really want to find out from you, what assistance do you still need? Where are you struggling with? Because remember, that's the whole purpose of the blast session. So we're going to open up your mics and give you guys a chance to actually ask us the questions just to understand where you're at or what guidance we can give you. So let's quickly have a look in the chat. Did you guys attend any of the webinars that we had? So please use the chat and quickly post in yes or a no. Good evening, Cornelia. Glad you also joined us from SCSC. Okay, good. Busiswe said yes, so that's great. Let's see the other people online. Okay, remember guys, today's a blast session, so we want to hear from you guys. So, okay, well, let's start with you, Busiswe, since you actually have answered. The rest of the guys are still hopefully going to type in the chat. Okay, we're going to open your mic so you can ask us a question. Is there anything specific you would need to know? I'm just going to see if your mic is available. Yes, so you can unmute yourself. Don't worry, you don't have to put on your cameras, guys. As long as you can speak and we can hear you clearly, we'll be able to answer your questions there. BCC, you can unmute yourself, or do you have any questions? I'm just assuming because you said you attended the webinars. Guys, did you attend the webinars? Yes or no? Post it in the chat. And then we can quickly, you guys can ask us if there's anything specifically that you want to know. Okay, does anybody have a question, guys? Let's start there. All right. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to continue. So maybe as we go along, then maybe you'll remember something and then you can share it with us. So remember, with our webinars, what we do is we basically give you the 3 steps that you need to follow. The first one being pretty much preparation, getting to the MOOC platform, make sure you know where it is, how to access it. Then after that, writing your exams, where do you need to go to get that? And then the third step really is the regional support, all the support structures that we have in place. So it's very, very important, guys, that you know where to contact if you have a problem. does not help to contact David and Richard if you have a problem, because most likely we're traveling. And the other thing is, most likely it's an exam related thing. So you need to follow the correct procedure and the right context so you can get that quick answer that you need. So contacting me and Richard won't help, because remember, it's an actual exam. We're only going to help you with the setups and some of the demos. There we can help, and that means it's before the exam. So yes, that's very, really important to remember. So guys, very importantly, if you didn't access any of the recordings, please go over to the YouTube channel. I think Richard will share it in the chat with you to make sure that you guys have. Oh, okay, I have mic problems. I don't have any questions. Okay, thanks, Mr. No problem. So yes, so make sure. My dog is trying to jump through the window again. Oh dear Lord. It's just fun of working off the hours. Can somebody get the dog? This bird dog of mine. Okay, so accessing the recordings. I know a lot of you guys do ask that question. Where do we get the recordings? Okay, so to make it really, really easy for you guys, the YouTube channel is probably the easiest one to do, because it's, well, everybody knows how to use YouTube, how to find. What you're going to do is you just go search for ADOVH. Hit the button, and it's actually the very first one that you're going to see. There's Lawazi, our robot, and then go to playlists. I know you can see it under live as well. Okay, so if you go to live, you can also see what's happening currently, like today's session. There it is. And you can actually see some of the other ones there. This one was 1 day ago, so you can actually go see the recordings there. You'll see that we do repeat a lot of the sessions. The first ones, we repeated them. So if you did miss the Saturday one and you attended the Tuesday one, it's actually the same content that we're sharing. So yes. Aha, so Diaz, what problems were you experiencing? Maybe share that with us so we can understand where you're at. You can unmute yourself, so maybe let's start with you, because I see you do have a question. So just unmute yourself, then you can ask us your question. Tell us exactly where are you struggling.
Okay, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I don't know whether it was because I tried to open it. I was at work, so I wanted to listen to it. So I'm not sure whether our security guys closed the website for YouTube, so I couldn't open it. But I will try again at home. So I didn't listen anything. Yes.
All right. Yes, most likely. Yes, I know a lot of businesses do sort of block social media apps. YouTube, yes, is one of them. So yes, it might well have been an ICT block on your business. As you said, you were at work, so it's most likely they would have blocked it there. So that makes it a little bit tricky. Yes, Richard?
I just want to add, yes, if you have a problem accessing the recording on YouTube, then just email us at adovh@unisa.ac.za. Then we can send you the link to the Teams recording as well. You'll notice that we record all of them in Teams, and then we also stream live to YouTube, where it's also the recording is saved. But just, yeah, in case you're not getting right, just pop us a link or email, and then we will get back to you with a direct link to the Teams recording.
Great, thanks, Richard. So there we go. So we've got another option for you. So we've got two options. Really important that you work through the recordings because it really does go through all the content that you would need to know and pretty much get you ready for your exams. All right, did the rest of you guys, did you all manage to get to the recordings? No problems on your side? We have shared it in the chat. So please, there is the YouTube link. So please like and subscribe to the channel, because then you will always stay up to date with all the other ad-hoc activities that we do. And then you'll actually see other interesting things that we do, hackathons and things like that. So it's really, really important. Okay, so cool, let's move on. The next slide is going to be speaking about preparation for your exam. So remember, with the training that we've done, this is quite important, this element. Have you guys all managed to get to this website to access the myExams guide? So again, please use the chat. Put yes or no. If you haven't, please let us know so we can quickly share that with you, because this is really the starting point with your preparation with the exams. And when we do our training, this is exactly the website that we use and we refer to. So it's really, really important. So in the chat, guys, please let me know. Did you all manage to get to this website? We will post it in the chat for you as well. But it's really important for us to know where are you at, because remember, this is a blast session. So we really do want to hear from you guys. So please use the chat, guys. Did you manage to access the myExams guide? You guys are very quiet. So remember, guys, this is an interactive session. It's a blast session. So it's not just David babbling on. We actually really want feedback from you guys to tell us where you're at, where you're struggling, and where do you need some guidance. So myExams guide is critical, as I'm saying. So how do I get there? Let me quickly show you. So you just go to adov.unisa.ac.za. Okay, nice and easy. And then once you get to this page, you'll notice there is a login on the top right-hand corner. Aha, there we go. At least you're honest. You're telling us where to go. So there we go. I'm just going to quickly copy this for you. So Ntobeko, thank you so much. Here is the link. So this is critical resources, guys. Very important. Thank you for being brave to say, hey, I didn't know how to get there. So what you'll do is towards the top of the page, as you scroll down, you will see basic skills for online exams, right? So you're going to click on it. And then immediately the system's going to say to you, all right, you haven't logged in yet, so please just log in or click continue. It's going to do the same thing. And then it's going to take you to the login procedure. So the nice thing is, guys, you're just going to say yes, because you are a UNISA student. Otherwise, you wouldn't be writing exams with us. And then you select your My Life account. So that's basically the only link you can click on. So you click on it, give it a few seconds. And then you're going to type in your My Life email address and your myUNISA password, and then you'll be able to log in. So just like that, it's very easy to get into the course. So you just use your same login details. Okay, you're saying I haven't used the link. I was trying even hard to join this one. Are you referring to the Teams meeting or the course? But there we go. So please try it now, and let's quickly have a look and see if we are able to get to the link now, because there we go. So once you get here, you'll see all the resources. We packed them in lessons that takes you pretty much structurally through everything that you needed to use. So please try again and just let me know, praising, if you have come right. Okay, so here's another question, Richard. I see. Hi, David. So this is my second year. Last year I struggled because I did not know where to find my exams and started panicking. Oh, yes, that happens to all of us, eh? Instead of going through the correct avenues, but now I can find my way. Everything is fine on my side, just repetition for me, which is a good reminder since last year I was in May. So yes, no, that's a brilliant point that you're raising. And thank you again for sharing that with us, right? For those guys who might be doing this for the first time, the good news is if you follow this course, guys, it's going to tell you, step one is actually going to tell you how do you access the exams itself. So this is critical. Obviously, otherwise you're not going to get your exams. So how do we do it? And then we actually tell you, go to UNISA's website. You'll see there's a little link. You'll click on it. And I'm just following the steps in the guide. Hey, I see there's some thunder really close to me. Okay, then you'll see the dates are popping up. So you click on the date and then it'll actually list the dates or the exams for that date specifically. So which makes it nice and easy then to follow. If it is the day of the exam, you'll click on the module. Now, very importantly, you'll click on the link for the module. There it is, for example, and then you will log into the system itself, okay? And then you will log in again with your My Life details. So this you can do already. You don't have to wait for this part, guys. You can go to the date if it's 6 or 7 days in advance. It doesn't matter. You can still do it. Let's say, for example, it's coming on next week, Monday. You can go click on it. You can log into the system. You won't be able to access the exam. But the important thing is you've accessed where the exam is located. So Monday when you go and do it, it's nothing new to you. You've already done it, and it's actually very easy to get into. Don't know if you guys can hear that thunder, but boy, it sounds close. All right, let's continue. Okay, so basically then again, you log in with your myUNISA details, not a problem, and then you can access the exam. So there we've given you the steps as well. Okay, the link to the course, Richard. So I see the student is asking for that. So let me quickly copy the link address. There we go. So please try it out now and let us know that you have managed to access the course. So I think that's really, really important. Thanks, Richard. And you saw now you actually did it already. Okay, so thank you for that feedback. Really appreciate it. Okay, Emma Sheila, you said I tried to open it. It could not. It said I had no access. I will try again with the link. Okay, so once you click on it the first time, it's going to give you that self-enroll little button. So hopefully you can see that. But maybe, Richard, we must just check Emma Sheila, her student number, to see if the role is correct. We do sometimes pick up there's a little bit of a problem. Okay, I'm not going to do it on my side because I'm currently sharing. So let me not do that. I don't want to share people's details. But yes, please just quickly, we'll quickly check the student number there for you. Then Richard, we can just quickly check to see. Oh, that's great news. There we go. I just sent you the message, Richard. The student's email address, if we can just maybe check if the role is correct, because I know that sometimes creates a little bit of a problem. But Emma Sheila, just try now and let's quickly see if you can maybe get access to the course. Yes, Richard?
No, I'm just quickly checking on my side to see if a role is correct. I also want to just find out from Cornelia if there's perhaps any common issues that she picked up in the call line that you might also be able to share with us.
Thank you, Richard. Good evening, students and colleagues. Not really. However, most of the CSAT students are struggling with IRIS.
Oh, yes. We also had a query this morning, especially with the password, I think.
Yeah, the automatic popping out, it is a problem.
Is there anybody here that's using IRIS for the exams? That means you're the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Oh, there are one up. I'll quickly just give me a few seconds. I'll set it up. I just want to show you specifically regarding the password, how it's actually populated, because we had students this morning where they insert their student number, they insert various things, and then they can't go through to the actual quiz. But I'll just quickly check this one user, and then I'll set it up so I can show you exactly how a quiz assessment with IRIS works. Thanks, David.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Richard. So while you're setting up, I'll just continue on my side. All right, so guys, you all have access to the STU 200, the basic skills for online exams. So just give me a thumbs up, use your emojis. If you do have access, I appreciate that. Then we know where you guys are at. Like praising, I know you said you also struggled a bit. Just let us know if you have managed now to access the course, because this will guide you guys, basically taking you straight through all the things that you need to know for the exam. And there's the proctoring tools, how to set them up, how to do the practice exam, just to make sure that on your device it's working perfectly. And that's what Richard's going to set up now in the meantime for IRIS. But let's continue. Are you guys then fine? Remember, this is an interactive session, so please raise your hand or pop us a question in the chat if there's something specifically you want to ask us. So while Richard's... Yeah, Richard?
David, yeah, I just want to say, Sheila, I see you were able to log in a minute ago and your profile is correct. So let us know if you still experience any other problems.
Good. Richard, thank you. So, Sheila, you are now sorted. So thank goodness you are in. So please, guys, work through this materials. It will make a big difference in setting up and being comfortable with technology. Okay, so have you guys, or any of you guys, using the Moodle proctoring tool? Okay, so just remember in lesson 3, we're going to be showing you guys how the profile picture needs to be inserted. So that one you have to do it. In terms of if you're using Moodle proctoring specifically, you have to add your profile pic. And then, of course, in lesson 3, we also show you guys how to look up which proctoring tool do I need to use for my exam that's coming up. So that's really, really important as well. So let's quickly have a look at the profile pic. So I see none of you guys have profile pics. So please remember, if you're doing Moodle proctoring, you have to have a picture. It's part of the entry for the exam requirement. So please make sure you go and upload your profile pic. You can do it on a laptop, you can do it on a desktop, you can do it on your smartphone, because remember, that's probably the easiest one because you've got access to all your pictures. So how do we do? Under lesson 3, you'll see there's a specific page for it. You're just going to click on it. And then we basically run the steps through for you. Okay, you go to myUnisa. Please, that's very important. You're not going to upload a profile pic on myExams. myExams, it won't allow you. There is no option. You cannot upload your profile pic. You can only do it under or on myUnisa. Okay, so that's really important to remember. And there we give you the steps. So you log in, you click on My Modules, you click on your profile. It'll be blank. You'll click on Edit Profile, you'll upload your picture. Okay, choose the file, upload it. So there's a happy chappy, he's very happy. So if that's your picture, yes, you can smile if you want, guys, it's not the end of the world. And yes, you can wear your glasses, that's also fine. But you don't have to worry about makeup and things like that. You can just look nice and normal, beautiful as you are. Click on Update, and then your picture should be immediately available. Jeepers, that lightning is very close. Your profile picture will immediately be visible to you. So then you know you've done it. That's all you have to do. Your profile pic's in there, done. Then you can move on to proctoring tools. How many of you guys are doing Moodle proctoring? Use the chat, say yes or no. Yes, go for it. You can unmute yourself. Oh, yes. Okay, you've actually given the answer. So Moodle proctoring, you're going to do it. That's great. So I'll actually show you how that works in a minute. So for proctoring tools, guys, you'll just come type in your module code, not your qualification code, the module code. For example, MAT, let's say maths. Oh, that's terrible. There we go. Maths. So if I'm doing maths 1613, for example, it is using Iris proctoring. So that's such an easy, quick way to actually go and see, oh, okay, this is the tool that I'm using. You can also find the same information on the myExams platform. So let me show you quickly, since we were talking about it. Let's quickly have a look. Go to myExams. And then you'll actually see, for each of the codes, you'll actually see the name of the proctoring tool you need to go and practice. Okay, so that's nice and easy, straightforward. So it's another way to check. Yes.
We just got a question for you. We'll quickly show again how to do the profile picture on My Modules.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so just remember, the person that's asking, do you have access to the course, this course that I'm working through? It's very important. It's covered under lesson number 3, uploading your profile picture. So all you're going to do is, you're going to go right to the beginning. You're going to see myUnisa. All right, you're going to log in with your normal details like you've been doing the whole semester. Once you're in, no man, this is the wrong page. I think I already moved away from it. Okay, let me go back, sorry. This page, this is how to access your exam. It's a different page. Let's give it a few seconds. It's much quicker tonight, that's good news. All right, so there we go, uploading the profile pic, brilliant. So there we go, so you go to myUnisa, you log in like you normally do the whole semester. Under My Modules, you'll click on the dashboard. It'll give you the option on the top right-hand corner. So currently you won't see anything. You'll see your initials, exactly what you're seeing now on my MS Teams. You'll click on Profile. It's going to open something like this. You'll see your name. You'll see your My Life email address. Perfect. Click on Edit Profile. Then it's going to give you basically like a written assignment, the same sort of little dialog box that you need to upload. But now you're just going to upload your picture. So you're just going to click on it, go find your picture wherever it may be, search it on your phone, select a picture. As I said, just a nice normal plain picture, it's not a problem. Then you just click on upload and immediately you'll see your picture is appearing there. If it doesn't come out this way, which is vertical portrait, and it comes out landscape, then you must just use one of your editing tools. You can just do a Google search, not a Google, a Copilot search, just to see how to change the landscape of your picture or the orientation of your picture. So it's a quick way to do it. I know Paint, I think, can also do it. So you just need to save it again and just change the orientation. So it's quite a quick thing to do. and then you should be able to see your picture immediately popping up. So like mine over there. So you can even practice it in the Adobe platform to quickly do it if you wanted to, but ideally you must just do it in myUnisa under My Modules. Nowhere else, no exams, nothing else, just over here, the only place that you need it. Okay, so hopefully that time you've got it. So please remember, just see the recordings as well. Hey, make sure you've covered everything. Okay, so then we're talking about the proctoring tools. So you type in the module code. Let's quickly have a see. ENG, for example, got 1501. It's also using invigilation app. So there we go, guys. So this is very important. You don't have to use all the tools. You only use the ones that the module has been selected for that you must use. Otherwise, you don't need to use them all. And you only use one proctoring tool per exam, never two, okay? Only one. So there we go. Then you know, right, if I'm doing this one, then I must go practice it because there are the steps that you need to follow. So let's have a quick look at Moodle proctoring. So let me cover this one, Richard, and then after this, you can then show them the iris one. Is that fine, Richard?
Yes, that sounds good.
Super. So there we go, Moodle proctoring, guys. So when you open the page, it's going to just explain it to you. So yes, the word Moodle is used, okay? Moodle proctoring, not a problem. Moodle app, big problem. Don't install the Moodle app, guys. That's a separate thing altogether. It's not for the exam purposes. The good news is with Moodle proctoring, or we also call it Moodle webcam, it is built into the site already. So you don't have to install anything. All you do need to make sure is that your webcam is working correctly. That's it. That's the only thing you need to check. If that's working, then it's easy to set up. So how do we actually do Moodle proctoring? So what we've done is we've created a demo site for you. So we actually tell you from the opening of the exam. Now this was covered actually in the very first lesson, how to get to the exam. Now this one actually continues from this lesson there. So you must actually go follow the steps. You can actually access the exam. It looks something like this. They'll always give you some sort of guidance, outline what's expected from you. Then once you get to the page, you're going to see this little guy pops up. It might look a little bit different depending which browser you're using. Try to use Google Chrome. Try to use Microsoft Edge, only those two browsers. If you're a Mac user, please try and install those two browsers because it will make a big difference because the exam platforms just work better. I know with Mac you've got, what's that browser called? It's got the red Opera on those type of browsers. So they're good, but ideally rather just use Google Chrome, guys. Make life easier for yourselves. But this little guy that pops up, you must allow it, right? You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to start the exam. So when it pops up, you must say allow, and I'll show you now how it looks like. And then your exam will be basically ready for you. So once you click on the button, it's going to activate. There's going to be a little page that pops up. You're going to see yourself immediately because your camera is working. And then you must tick the block and then you can click on start attempt. If this is completely blank, then just check your laptop to make sure the little slider that covers the webcam isn't covering the webcam because then it will be black. So please make sure you can see yourself. Okay, very important. Then sometimes it will tell you you're too far away from your screen. So naturally, when you're writing or you're doing an exam, you might sit further back. Then obviously the webcam's too far away from you. It might then say to you too far away. Okay, so make sure you don't go too far away from the screen. So go a bit closer and then it should pick you up. And also where you're writing the exam, make sure it's got good lighting as well. Okay, mustn't get dark because then it's going to, the picture will be difficult to see and then it's going to again give you a warning message that it can't see you. Once you start the attempt, you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see yourself popping up over there. If you're using a smartphone, then it's a little bit different. You've just got a little light. Oh, there's another bolt of lightning flying past me. There's a nice little button that you'll see. If you click on it, then it opens like a sort of side page, and there you will see your picture displaying. So just make sure with your mobile phone, if that's the way you're going, perfectly fine, but go play around with it so you can feel where it is. Then, of course, we do have a video that you can go watch as well if you prefer it that way. Right, then right at the bottom. So once you've worked through the steps and you understand what you need to do, The next important step is you're going to do the practice exam. So you're going to click on it. It's going to open a page. This is a separate course. So you're going to need to click on that self-enroll button again, just a one quick click, and then it'll give you access. Okay, I know a lot of students are using the site. So you might just need to be a little bit patient while it loads. Then you'll see mock MCQ exam. Don't worry about the other ones. They're not going to see those. So you'll just click on it, and then it'll take you to what we call the demo test. Okay, and that's where you can test your device. And there is that pop-up. You can see it. See, immediately now it picks up that, hey, David, this web page, which will be your exam, I need to access the web page. Okay, so all you're going to do is allow while visiting the site. That's probably the best thing to do, because then it'll remember that every time you go to this practice site, it's automatically going to start up for you. And there we go. And you'll see it says camera in use. Okay, perfect. Now it says camera in use. Great. And I scroll down. So you'll see we give you a nice little setup in terms of the exam. It's more just to get you used to the technology and how it works. That's the most important thing. We give you the guide that you can work through and the exam rules as well. A lot of students, you guys are asking us, can I do this? Can I do that? Remember, the exam has its rules, so please follow those rules. Okay, right, I see we've had a lot of attempts on here, Richard, zillions. So I'm just going to continue from where I am. So there's the page I was talking about. So there you see it's immediately activated because there the camera is active. Then I just click on the button and then I can say start attempt. So you have to do that. I'm just going to give it some time. So I think this one we might need to recreate, Richard, because I think we've had nearly 60,000 students do a practice exam on this one. And there we go. So this is really, it's not really about the questions at this point, guys. Very importantly, you need to see that, oh, there I am. But if the exam starts, forget about yourself and just focus on, there we go. See, it doesn't see me because I'm looking somewhere else. So focus just on your exam question. Don't worry about anything else. Okay, so even if you don't see this or it complains, just sit where you're sitting and answer the questions, all right? Because it will be taking pictures. I'm not sure why it's saying face not found because I'm actually quite close. Okay, there we go. See, I came a bit closer to my screen and then it picks me up. It's just because it's really dark outside and the lightning flashes are everywhere. So that's important to remember. Also remember this for your exam. You'll notice there's only a next page option or next question option. You will not see a back option at all. That is the way the exams have been set up. So you can't go back and forward, because that's how students are obviously going to then try and cheat because they're all going to sit together, try to write the exam. Yeah, that's why they do this, guys. So to help the proctoring tool, because it is going to record you. So please just say next, and there is no option to go back. So answer the question, move to the next. There is no flag. Unfortunately, that's how it's set up. So that's how it goes. So go and do this demo. Use the device that you're going to use because it will make it a lot easier in terms of the technology side of things. And you'll be confident to know, okay, this is how it's working. Now I know. You can even go switch off your camera, disable it and reset it so that you know, okay, how do I switch it on? How do I switch it off? But for your exam, it has to be on, guys. But it's just a good skill to know how do I switch it on and switch it off. And it's just clicking that little button over there. Very easy to do. Okay, now it's complaining again because I've moved too far away from my screen. Okay, I see there's a question. I'm going to hand over to Richard in a second, but I see there's a question about Turnitin. Unfortunately, well, okay, with regards to Turnitin, remember that tool is used for similarity. So it's not an exam tool like proctoring tools that we're covering. So you might just need to check with your lecturer, the announcements, because they should have given you guys some guidance with regards to Turnitin itself. So if you're having some struggles with that, I do suggest you need to contact your lecturer. So as I said, it's not a proctoring tool. A proctoring tool is the ones that we're showing you that actually records what you're doing. Turnitin is a similarity tool where it's trying to say the content you have is similar to other people's content. Okay, so that's the problem. All right, yes, so there we go. So Benele has also answered the question here. Thank you so much for that, Cornelia. All right, so Richard, are you ready on your side?
Yes, I'm good to go.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so I'm just quickly going to have a look at Iris. So remember, Iris is only used by the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. There is some CAS students that also use it, more specifically in their 3rd year, and then also for the CTA exams. But otherwise, it's only the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. So remember, with Iris, it also just runs on your laptop or desktop computer. So unlike the Invigilator app that only works on a mobile device, this one only works on a laptop or a desktop. So for this, you do need specifically Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So this is the extension for this browser. So you have to use one of these 2 browsers. Preferably have them both installed on your computer. So if you have difficulty with one, you can always jump to the other one. Now, just also a reminder, the computer that you use, especially if you're using a desktop, will need a microphone or a webcam. So I have a webcam with a microphone, but if you're using a laptop, usually you already have a built-in microphone and camera. So just make sure that they are also working. So I'm just quickly going to show you from the demo side. So I'll copy in the chat as well the direct links. So the first one will be the Invigilator app, where you can find all the information regarding the app. I'll post that one. Now on this page, I really like this link to official IRIS website where they provide their support and also the direct download links. So I'll copy that in the chat as well. And what I really like about this one is if you have a problem, you can always go here to IRIS support and see through the frequently asked questions if it's not covered already. Then I'm just going to show you the mock exam, but let me just copy the links along for you before we delve into it. So that you've got access to the IRIS proctoring mock exam. Now this one, first let me start with this one. So as I mentioned, this is a plugin, extension for the browser. So you need to click on the browser that you're using and it will take you directly to the download link where you can download IRIS. So as you can see at the top, the IRIS is installed on my computer, or else you can also click on the IRIS extensions. And from here, you can manage the IRIS from here as well. Now, if we look at the mock exams, remember this is used for file upload assessments. That's like your assignments that you did already, speaking specifically to Nokutu Tender. So remember, if you're going to do an upload assessment with Invigilator app, not Turnitin, all you need to do is from your side is you'll have to agree to the ULA. That's the user agreement license. So that's the only thing that you do on your part. The rest is just like you did with your assignments where you use Turnitin. So don't worry about Turnitin. That's just the additional tool that they use. The only thing that will ask from you is when you access it, you'll have to click the checkbox that you agree to the user license. But I'm going to focus more today on the MCQ, as that's where a lot of students get problems. So I'm going to click on IRIS MCQ assessment. This is on the mock exams. Now, as always, it will pop up automatically. So you have to agree to the terms and conditions and then press continue. Now you'll have to go through the setup process. Now, first thing to note, you may only use one monitor. If you use multiple monitors, it will give you a big red message that you can't continue. You have to unplug or disconnect the one monitor. So firstly, you just select your webcam, click next. Then you select your, how can I say, your microphone. And then from there, it will click next. You'll have to insert your full name. So I'm just going to put in mine here quickly. Next, your student number. And then you can click next. Now it's going to ask you also to capture your ID. So you need to capture your ID by just holding it up to the camera. Now remember, this ID can be your official South African ID document, can be your passport, it can be your driver's license, anything that's official where your face is captured and with your name. So it's just to ensure that you are writing this examination. Then you'll get this pop-up. Now I'm just going to click here next for this one. Now, the reason you get that pop-up before you share your screen is this is where most people get stuck. Because when you share your screen, you'll notice the share button is grayed out. I can't click on it. So even though you're only allowed to use one monitor, the way Chrome and Edge is set up, you must still select that monitor. So you must physically click on it and then click on share, else you will not be able to click on it. So just remember, it must have a blue border before you click on the next button. So now you can start your assessment. So I'm going to start the assessment on this one. So let me know the recording has started. Now I can go back and I can actually now start this assessment. So I'm just going to reattempt the quiz. And this is where people get stuck, is this quiz password. Now you're probably thinking, oh, but I didn't get a password. What is the password? You might think it's your student number. So let's see what happens if I view this. I'll quickly edit it. Ooh, why can't I edit the password tonight? Let's view it there. Let me just quickly see why is it not showing on this one. But what I want to show you on really on this one is that's why you've got this insert password is for MCQs. And you'll also notice here it's actually tracking my face, so it's tracking where my eye movement is. But don't worry, you can still how can I say continue or making notes. All of that is just used in the background. But if I click this insert password button, if I go back here, should now have the password, so I can start the attempt. Let's just see if it goes through. There we go. So you see, I didn't actually needed to insert the password. Oh, it actually says to me now the password is incorrect. There we go, but the password is in there. So let's start attempt again, because I really want to show you that is where people get stuck. Okay, now it's inserted correctly. So just note, oh, I don't want to resubmit the form, but remember that's why this insert password is here. You don't type in the password from your side. It's automatically filled in by Iris. So if the first pop-up tells you that error, password is incorrect, just click on insert password again or press continue. But if you click on the field, you'll see it's automatically completed. So you do not type in your student number or anything else. You just click on this insert password button that's on Iris. Now you can work through the questions. Now just remember with MCQ questions, exam setting, it's sequential, so you won't be able to necessarily go back. So you will have to answer each question before you continue. So especially for those, that like to browse through all the questions and then go and answer, first answer the easiest one and then go back. Unfortunately, you will not be able to do that. Another thing to remember is the questions are randomized. So they actually draw the questions from a big, how can I say, question bank that they call it. So you and somebody else might not even get one question that is the same. So now when you're done, you click on finish attempt. And then from here, you can submit all and finish. And that's how easy it is to do it with the Iris. But remember, even though it's now submitted, I need to go back to Iris just to make sure everything is uploading correctly. So this can sometimes take a while, especially if you've been writing for an hour, all that audio, video capture, all of that needs to be uploaded. So I'll just give it a few seconds on my side. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to wait for this to finish. I want to show you what happens if it gets stuck. So say I close Iris here. So obviously now it can't finish the upload. So it will be seen that I've basically stopped Iris accidentally. What do I do now in this case? I actually click on Iris. Here at the top, you right click on it and you say finalize recordings. And it will actually upload everything that you know that might have happened when you crashed, or maybe it got stuck with the upload. Just remember, you can always go back to it by right clicking the icon of the iris and then say finalize recordings. So as long as you have stopped the iris when you were done, it will still be, you will still be able to upload it within 24 hours. So there I get it, file upload complete, even though I exited it while it was busy uploading the first time. So yes, so that with Iris, just remember, get the app or the plugin as soon as possible, test it out with the mock exam to make sure everything is working. And remember, you will also get an email to say that your once your upload has been successful from Iris to say you have successfully submitted. And as you see with the MCQ, it just basically went and it uploaded, you know, started the upload process immediately once I have actually completed the MCQ. Now you'll notice here I didn't do very well because I wasn't really reading questions. So obviously when you do your, even the mock exam, please read the questions, treat it really like a real examination. So I'll hand back to David. I saw Cornelia also mentioned that a lot of students, unfortunately, you know, start the invigilate the app too late. Remember, if your exam starts at 10 o'clock, if you're going to try and scan the QR code at 10:30, that's after the 30 minutes grace period, you will be seen as being late for the examinations and you will not be able to scan the QR code. But over to you, David.
All right, thanks, Richard. So yes, now we're going to tackle the invigilating app. So hopefully you guys are also, I see the one praising, thank you so much. So now we're going to tackle it because I know at least I know you're using it. So hopefully the rest of you guys will also be able to use it if indeed you need to use it. Okay, so let's start this way, guys. Now you've just seen how Iris works, and Iris works on your laptop. The invigilating app, in a sense, is a little bit different because it only works on your smartphone. So that means you can use the invigilating app on your smartphone, but you can write the exam on your laptop. So if you do have that opportunity to do it in that fashion, that's actually probably the best setup that you possibly can have. The invigilating app, guys, is used for what we call the take-home exams, the assignment exams. They're very similar to how assignments work, the written ones, that you download and you upload your answer. All right, so it only runs on your smartphone, very, very importantly. And what it does is it's going to take pictures of you, of your ID, of your surroundings during the exam. So that is actually kind of interesting for you. So it's not going to do it all the time. Remember, if you've got a 3-hour exam paper, every now and then it's going to ask. So you must just focus on your exam and continue with it. And when it does ping, then you interact with it. But let me show you how this all works. Then what you need to do is, and this is very, very important, you need to upload your script with the invigilating app. So it's part of the app's process. I'll show you how that works. Give me a second. See, my phone was on noisy here. All right, so the first thing is you're going to upload it on the invigilating app. So I'm going to show you how that works. And then I'm going to also tell you that you need to upload it on the myExams portal. So there's actually 2 things that you need to do here. So that's very, very important. So let's go through it. Let's see how it all works. Then hopefully from there, you guys will have a good understanding how this works. So guys, very importantly, this tool is only for exams that are 4 hours or less. So if it's an open book exam, go read the rules. You'll actually see you're not going to be using proctoring tool at all. But please, that's also something very important. Go to each module, read the announcements and see what the lecturer has been telling you guys, because that information is critical. Also, make sure your phone is up to date. Make sure the operating system's updated. Make sure all your applications that you're going to use is updated. So with any technology, guys, those updates can cause problems if they're not installed. So do this well in advance. Make sure they are updated. And normally the device will tell you there's new updates available. So there's two approaches here. So the first one is you've got, you write the exam or myExams on your laptop, your PC or tablet. Perfect. And the invigilating app then just sits on your smartphone. That's the ideal situation. If you only got a smartphone, then you're going to do everything inside the app itself. So that's going to be a little bit of practice then to get used to it. Then how do we do? How does it work? Okay, so at least 72 hours before your exam, you should be able then to access the app. However, you guys can even try it now. So if you know that the invigilating app is what you're going to use and you've checked the lesson 3 and you see the proctoring tools, then you can quickly download it and try to log in, and I'll show you how that works now. And then check if you've got access already, okay? Because you don't have to wait, but they will make sure you've got a license at least 72 hours before your exam. So it gives you enough time to do the demo. Go through the steps. So we're going to show you the steps that you're going to follow in the very first time. And then, of course, go use the demo. The demo is critical, guys, because it will just show you how everything's going to work. So that is a critical step in this whole process. Okay, so how does it work, guys? Very easy. You download the app. So make sure it's got this little L character over here. Hey, this is the correct one. So invigilating app, it looks like this, got this little icon. Then you know this is the one I need to install. So you download the app. Then you're going to have to say, I don't have an account. So this is a critical step, because once you click on this option, it's going to say, okay, which university do you belong to? UNISA. Student number, don't put any spaces, just write the number one shot, no gaps. First name, your surname, put in your MyLife email account. Very important. Let me put my little pointer on here. So MyLife email account, not your personal one, MyLife. It has to be MyLife. Put in your mobile number. Then you're going to create your own password. Also very important to remember. What I suggest is use the same password as my modules, because then you know it's a straightforward password you've been using the whole semester. Use the same one if you want, just a suggestion. Once you completed the second step, then it's going to say, okay, please check your MyLife email, because we've sent you an email with a PIN code that you need to quickly type in. There we go. So it looks something like this. It'll be, hello, whatever your student number is. There's the PIN code. So quickly go copy it and paste it in or type it in. And then it'll say, thank you. And then it'll be terms and conditions. Just remember, this is once-off things. You do it the first time. After this, you don't have to worry. Then it's going to say to you, okay, great. You've installed the app. You've accepted the terms and conditions. Now let's quickly test your device's hardware. First thing it's going to say to you, okay, I need to access your sound, your music, library. Perfect. You have to say allow. Don't really have a choice. Click on continue. The first thing and then it's going to say is, okay, please let's use your camera, front-facing camera. We are going to take a picture. So once you click continue, it's going to say, okay, are you ready? You click continue, and then you'll see yourself, and then you'll see this white little block or space area that you must try to put your face in between. Okay, there we've got our L. We managed to squash him in. All right, so once it's in place, you get kind of comfortable doing this. Then you hit the take picture option. Because remember now, we're just testing the device, eh? Making sure it works. Then it says to you, okay, let's test the front side camera now. And let's quickly take a picture of, for example, your student card or your ID card or your driver's license. So you put it on a table, take a quick pic of it. There's the same picture button, just hit it once, and then great. That means it's working correctly. Then it says to you, okay, now we're going to do the next test, which is scanning a document. Any document is fine. So take your tutorial letter, put it on a desk, scan it in. So you're going to click this button, you're going to hold it down, and it's going to then pretty much use AI to get the format of the document or the structure of the document. And once it's done, you'll see there's a little done button and you click on it and then it says, great, now you've done a scan. Just a basic one, nothing too crazy. Then it says, okay, let's check your microphone out. So you say, let's do this. Once you get to this little page, you're going to hear this ping noise that pops up. It's very loud. So make sure your volume on your device is not too high, but not too low, so you can hear it. Test the sound, hit it a few times, make sure you can hear it. It's not too loud, not too soft. And you kind of have to say yes. If you're not hearing the sound, then that's a problem because the app needs to make that noise. So check your volume settings. It could be that. But hopefully it's yes. If you hear the sound, great stuff. Then you can continue. Then it's going to say the last step, right, is to say, okay, we need a master photo of you. Remember now, the device has just been checked by the app to say that everything's working hardware-wise. Now it says we need to take, again, a picture. It's a front-facing camera, and we're going to take a selfie. But this one is called the master photo because the app is going to keep this photo. And when you're writing your exam, that is the same photo that it's going to use to compare to. So again, don't worry about makeup and all that things. Just look into it, have a nice picture, take a snap, just like you did before. But if you do make a boo-boo here, guys, and it doesn't come out well, or somehow your finger got in the way, and somehow you hit the button and you captured it, it's not a train smash. All you need to do is immediately, you need to contact the help desk, and they will be then able to help you. And I'll give you those contact details before we finish with the invigilating app. So that's really, really important. Or Richard can maybe just post it in the chat as well. So it's only a WhatsApp number. You can't call the number, but you can only WhatsApp it. And it makes it a bit, and they do respond very quick. And you just say to them, this is my student number. I did a master photo. It didn't come out very well, but accidentally I actually captured it. And then they will reset it for you. Once you've completed these steps, these are all once-off steps. Then it's time to actually test out the invigilating app to see how does it work. So you're going to click on Start Invigilation. The first thing it's going to say is scan in your QR code or type in the code. Right, so there you'll actually see an example of how it looks, and we've got a demo for you that you can use, that you can try out, so you can get the whole feel for this app. So once you've scanned it in or typed it in, it's going to confirm your user profile. It's going to say, is this you? And you have to kind of say yes, right? Otherwise, it's not going to let you. Then it's going to say test the sound again. You see? I'm not too sure why your screen is dark. Richard, on your side, is the screen clear?
Yes.
It could be just clear. Teams praising. Sometimes Teams does that. You might need to exit and rejoin. Then hopefully the screen will catch up, or it could be an internet connection as well. All right, so then don't worry, we are recording this as well. Okay, so once we get to this point, it's going to want to do that ping noise again, guys. So just hit the button anyway, even if you've done it before, just to make sure you can hear the ping noise. Then you click on Start. Then it says, okay, fine, we're going to do this whole process with you. It's a demo, so this is how it's going to work. Please do not leave the app. Now, this is very, very important. In the beginning, it will need data when you scan in your QR code, and then it's going to begin, right? Then you can switch off the data. It's not a problem. Switch off your phone in terms of flight mode. Put it on flight mode so that nobody will phone you and disrupt you and SMSs and all that type of thing. So put it on flight mode. That can definitely help you as well. Right, but do not leave the app. So if your phone is locking itself, just quickly do a Copilot search, look up your phone, check the settings, remove that setting just for the sake of your exam. After your exam, you can put it back again because we know it's security reasons. Okay, so don't let the app be closed. That's very important. Then what's going to happen is as you do all the little things that you need to do, like taking selfies, you're going to see the little pictures popping up in here. So let me show you how this works. So you're going to be sitting there on your laptop. You're going to have your phone next to you, hopefully, and you're going to hear the ping noise. When you hear the ping noise, you pick up your phone and it'll see something like this. Take a picture of your ID. So you click on continue. There's your ID. You take a quick pic of it. You hit the button, then you're done. Put down the phone, carry on. Remember, the phone doesn't have to face you. It's perfectly fine if it can actually sit next to you. It doesn't have to face you all the time, the phone, hey? But just make sure that it doesn't close the app. The next thing it'll pop up, it'll ping, and you'll see the screen popping up and it'll say, okay, take a selfie of yourself now. So you can click on continue, you'll see your camera will activate, you point it at your face, hit the button, and it'll take a picture of you. Then what you'll see is, as you can see, you'll see the pictures will actually start popping up in here as well. So that means it's seeing you, you can see your evidence, you've actually taken pictures. Then at the end of the exam, yes, keep yourself muted, eh? At the end of the exam, it's going to say to you, all right, now we need to upload your script. Remember, there's two things you need to do here. So within the app, you're going to upload your script. So all you're going to do is click on OK. And with the demo, you're going to practice the steps. So you get comfortable with it. So you're going to put your, well, okay, in this case, it's a written document. So you can put on down, if you've handwritten it, put the page, scan it, click on the next scan button, do the same process. The next page, do the next same process. If it's on your laptop, then you're going to take pictures of the screen, your laptop screen. Make sure the pictures are clear as possible, guys, because otherwise, if they can't read it, then that's obviously going to be a problem. Once you've taken all the pictures, you'll see there's a done option. You're just going to zap it. And the great thing is it's going to automatically convert it into a PDF for you. Right, so that's the nice thing. The app does it for you. Then all you're going to do is click on Upload PDF. Because remember, there's two things you need to do. It's going to confirm. Do you want to upload now? You're going to say yes. Immediately, you're going to get a reference number. For any problems or issues in the future, hopefully there are none, but if there is a problem, make sure you keep this reference number. This reference number just means you've started a process, you've uploaded it. It doesn't mean it's completed, but you have officially started the process. Then when you see well done and everything is uploaded, then you know, okay, that process is complete. It does go quite quick, so it's not too slow. Once this is done, you'll see very nicely there's the share PDF option. So what you can do here is you click on this little guy and you actually go share it with your MyLife email or your WhatsApp for that matter. Because once you've got this PDF file, you're going to go back to myExams and you're going to upload your answer where you downloaded the question paper earlier. And that's great because once you've done that, you've actually completed the whole process. And there we go. So for example, yeah, it's gone to the email. There is the PDF. So go and practice this because remember, that's what the demo is there for. Then you go to myExams, exactly where you were, and then you go upload it. So let me just show you how that page looks like. So just to show you guys, there's the invigilating app. So at the bottom, there is the mock exam, the demo. So once you open it, it'll look something like this. And then you'll just select the demo for what we've created. You guys are also asking, where do we get the QR code to do the demo? It's exactly in the same page over here. So where it opens, you'll see we give you some rules. All right, pretty much our exam will look. There's the QR code that you're going to scan as your demo. Right, type it in, scan the code. Either way, it's fine. And then we even show you, this is your exam paper. So you're going to download it. Okay, I'm going to quickly save it on my desktop. There we go. So there's my little practice exam. I'm going to type up the answer. When I'm finished and I've done the scanning, remember, then I'm going to share it with myself. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say add submission. So exactly like your written assignments, that's exactly how you're going to do it. So once you click on add, there we go. You know this little guy before, you've probably seen it. And you simply then just going to click on add or click, and either one is fine, and upload the file over there. So now you just have to go to that PDF that you downloaded. Just like that. I'm just going to pretend that's my answer and then upload the file. So there we go, guys. That is the second upload that you do. And then obviously click on save changes as well. So there we go. So those are the two things you're going to do. The app will do it for you. OK, but once it's completed, make sure your data's on at the end. Then make sure you come and upload onto the myExam platform. So use the mock exam that we've given you and the area that you can practice, because that will make a huge difference for you, because now you see the process unfolding. Great stuff. Then the time is always something that comes up. OK, let me quickly speak about the technical support. So there is the cell number, although remember, guys, it's a WhatsApp number, only messages. Nothing else. But these guys do respond very quickly. So if you've got any technical problems, even with the demo, if something's not working correctly, use this number here, quickly send them a WhatsApp, send them a screen grab so they can see exactly what the problem is. You can't phone it, but you can only WhatsApp it. Now the time element, and I'm sure, Cornelia, you get a lot of queries about this as well. So just remember, guys, if your exam is starting at 10 o'clock, right? 15 minutes before, so 9:45, you will be able to, log into my exam platform that you can already do, download your exam paper. The QR code will be there, or it might be emailed to you. Check your announcements, because that's where the lecture will tell you how it's going to happen. Then you start the Invigilating app, right? Get it open, scan in the QR code. It's going to be working then. At the start time, you'll be able to then actually open the exam paper and you'll be able to see the questions and start with the exam. After 30 minutes, so by 10:30, right, in this example of mine, the app is going to then close. It won't allow you to scan anymore, the QR code. So that means, oh no, you've actually missed the exam. So this is why doing the demo is so important. Then at the end of the exam, let's say it's 12 o'clock, you've got 10 minutes to upload on the Invigilating app. So those steps I just showed you about converting to PDF that an app does for you, that process, you must do it in 10 minutes. So taking the pictures of your screen, it's just a matter of practicing, and the more you do it, quicker you'll be able to do it. But of course, make sure the pictures are good quality. So make sure the room has good lighting as well. Then 30 minutes after the exam, you need to have already submitted your script, the same one, onto the myExams process that I just showed you a few seconds ago. So again, use the demo, go and practice it, get a feel for what you need to do so there's no surprises. So that's really important. Anything else that I might have missed, Richard, with regards to the time? I know that's something that Cornelia also mentioned that students are struggling with.
Yes, yeah. So just remember that 30 minutes, especially, that's very important. If you're going to try and start the app after that and scan the QR code, it will tell you that you've basically out of time and a message to say that you can still continue, but it won't be proctored. So just remember that is being seen as being late for the examination, that 30 minutes after the exam started. Thanks, David.
Right, great. And Cornelia, from your side?
You've covered everything. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good, eh? Thank you, guys. Anyway, but students, please do ask us a question if you've got any questions, but please go do this demo. It will make life easier for yourself. Okay, so thankfully Richard has covered Iris, so that's great. And of course, those are the 3 proctoring tools. So I just want to check now with you guys, do you have any questions that you want to ask? Because those are the 3 proctoring tools that you're going to come across. Some of them, not all. So yes, so okay, you were struggling with the Invigilating app. So download the app, go scan the QR code, just register yourself and just make sure that you've used your MyLife email, remember that. And then, Machila, just give it a try and see how it goes. Remember, we do have our email address. We can only assist with the demo side of things, guys. We do not assist with the actual exam because that's a whole different ball game. Do you all know where to find that support that I'm referring to? So let me quickly show you. So if for whatever reason, before I show you this, for any reason you guys get stuck or there's a problem, just remember you go back to the myExams page, all right, where you see all the dates and all the exams for the day. And you'll see there's a little link over there saying exam contact details. This is where you must go, okay? Not David or Richard or Cornelia, this one specifically. Okay, Cornelia is kind of part of it. But just go down and then have a look and see. There are all the contact details. There's the contact number. But very nicely done. You've actually got your college's one there, and there are people live and waiting for you that will actually help you. There's the email address and the contact number of the corner, whichever one route you prefer. And these guys can quickly assist you, whatever the problem may be. So this is critical. That's what I'm saying to you, not David or Richard. This is the guys you must contact immediately, and Cornelia. All right, so it will make your life a lot easier and you get quick response. So just remember, I'm going to go back one step. So the same place where you see the dates, you see the exams, it's myexams.unisa.ac.za, the exam contact details. That's the most important link over there. Cornelia, from your side, is there anything you want to share with the students?
Not really. Yeah, so far so good. Students are doing well, I must say. Yeah, nothing really from my side. Thank you.
All right, great stuff, Cornelia. That's actually very good to hear. That means we're making a good impact on students, and hopefully they're
Yes,
working
we
through
are.
this material. So it really helps. So guys, if you do have issues or need support, there is the contact number for exam. I think it's specifically number 4. Data queries, guys. Yes, you should have received your data for October. If you didn't, then quickly send an email to dataqueries@unisa.ac.za. And they will get back to you as well, because you kind of need that for the exams. And then, of course, there are the other email addresses as well. I know Cornelia also speaks about the web chat that you can also access, and that's on the myExam platform specifically for the exam period. If you are a student with special needs, okay, now it's a little bit late, to be honest, but maybe for the next semester, if you do have, and you kind of need to declare it, guys, so please do contact UCSuite, because they will give you guidance in terms of what you need to fill in, what the doctor must provide, and you might actually not need any proctoring tools, okay, depending on what the disability may be. So please keep these handy. If you know somebody who does have one but doesn't want to declare it, there are actually special exams that they can actually go and do instead of having all these other proctoring tools that makes life very, very difficult. For example, a blind person wouldn't be able to use Invigilating app, because how on earth would they do a selfie, for example? So it's those practical things that we must just be aware of and sensitive of. So there we go. So those are the 2 email addresses as well. Super. Okay, no problem. So there we go, guys. So that's also important. And of course, we do have Lawazi that's on our chat. Hello. Okay, I'm not going to play it now. I know it's a little bit of a data eater, but that is Lawazi. If you've never met Lawazi, that is our humanoid robot that travels all over the show with us. We just went to Shoshanguve yesterday in a place called Swatclip. Hutcliffe, yes, Hutcliffe. And yes, we took it to a primary school there, and the students just had an absolute blast engaging with Lawazi. So yeah, there she is over there. Blast sessions are really about you guys. Are there any questions before we wrap up with this evening? Are you guys totally clear? I think the most important thing is really to get onto the course site. And let me just go back if you maybe joined late. I know I'm going through the whole presentation that we normally go through. Go through the recording as well, because it's also critically important. There, this is the one. Get onto this website, guys. Log in with your myUnisa details. It won't take you that long. Work through the materials. You'll understand what you need to do. You'll understand how the exam process works. And you'll definitely understand how the proctoring tools work. And then, of course, go do those demos. If you have any problems with the demos, please email us at adovh@unisa.ac.za. All right, so are there any other questions? You can just put your hand up. I'm just checking the chat to see if there's anything happening. No, this is the last session for the exam period, guys, because the exam period now is actually already kicked off. So this is the last session. However, you're most welcome to go to the YouTube. There, I think Richard did share it. Oh, you did share it already with you. So in the chat, there is the link for the YouTube where you can see the recordings of the lessons that we actually ran through. And of course, today's blast session as well is also there. So it's also good. Like and subscribe. In that case, you won't miss anything from Adolf, because as I said, there's lots of stuff that we do. Wonderful opportunities for students to really showcase themselves. So that's something different, hey? But now we're dealing with exams. But it looks like everybody is good then. Is there any further questions, guys? And thank you once more for joining. I know we changed our session to a little bit later so that the travelers could try and get home, so that we could be able to help you guys. Okay, DS, go for it.
Okay, thank you. I just want to understand, because there are other students who are writing in January, are you still going to give the session, or they must go through the recording only? Thank you.
Yeah, so what we will do is normally what we do is for each exam period, we have these live training events that we've done to give the students a live presentation to answer or post questions in the chat, and also to have like a blast session like what we're doing today so that you guys can engage with us. So we actually do it with every exam period. So yes, again in January, Feb, we will be back again.
Okay, which means you'll be back before the January exam start.
Yes, no, we'll definitely do it. We do it actually every year. We do this training before the exam periods.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. It's a good question. Any other questions, guys? Remember your mics. You can unmute yourself. You can ask away. Just stick your hand up. But otherwise, I think we're good to go then, colleagues. I know Richard is currently on another call, so he can't actually say anything at the minute. But if you guys are comfortable, then I'm super happy. I know we're a small group this evening. It looks like, I'm not too sure why, but hopefully that just means the training sessions have gone very, very well and students understand what's expected of them. And that's a good sign. I see Denzel, Dr. Chitty has joined us. Anything from your side, maybe, Denzel?
No, nothing, David. Just wishing the students all the best for the examination. It'll also be good, David, to maybe hear from the students how the examination is going so far.
Okay, super. Yes, if you've written an exam already, how did it go? That's actually a great question, Denzel. Anybody written an exam? How did it go? Especially if it's your first time. I know it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, especially because now you've got technology involved. Anybody want to share with us? Anyone is brave? Don't worry, you don't have to switch on your cameras, guys, just the mic.
David, I would just want to add to this morning, we had a student that also had problems with the iris invigilation. And that's why it's so important to have that support contacts at hand, because once she emailed in the college directly support lines, all of that, she actually got a phone call very quickly from somebody to assist her. So yes, please have those support contacts ready. Remember to choose the correct option when you phone so you can get the support that you need. Thanks,
Yes, thanks, Richard. That's very important. And I think that's a good example of contacting the right people so they can quickly get back to you with an answer. Cornelia, anything on your side maybe before we close up the session for this evening?
Nothing from my side. Thank you.
Thanks, Cornelia. So much appreciated. Well, guys, all the best with the exams then. Do let us know. Pop us an email. Tell us how it went. Hopefully you'll tell us some good things about the exam, and all the best for your exams, guys. Thank you for joining this evening's session. I know, Polokwane, we've got some lightning happening here. Feels like it's right next to me again. But yes, have a lovely evening further. And again, once more from the whole team from Adolf, have a wonderful exam period. And of course, then we'll definitely see you again in January, February, hey, for the next exam period as well. All the best, guys. Thank you for coming.
Bye, everyone. All the best with the exams.
Thank you. Goodbye.